Is much better than a owner of a broken heart. Boo-doo-doo-boo. Owner of a lonely heart.
WikiPod. 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 That was WikiPod.
Pushing buttons, flipping knobs, Mr. Guy. How you doing, Guy?
Yo, I'm doing pretty good.
Nice. Welcome, listener. I'm PJ. This is the WikiPod.
I'm Guy.
You already said that, dipshit.
No, you said how you doing, Guy. I said I'm good.
You know, we're starting this pretty antagonistically. I think we should keep this energy throughout this episode.
You want to fight?
Verbally, I don't want to physically fight. You'll kick my ass.
Probably not.
No, you could beat me up.
Huge wimp.
No, but you're stronger than me, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I'm stronger than most people, but I'm a crybaby.
No, well, you kind of sound like a crybaby.
I mean, I'm
saying there should be a through line of antagonism. You dumb fucking idiot.
Oh yeah, I'm bad at being mean to you.
You shouldn't be. It's pretty easy to
be mean to you.
I mean, you're not good at most things.
I respect you too much to be that mean.
I respect you a lot too, which is shocking because of how fucking useless and pathetic you are.
Yeah,
I can't do it. That actually does feel bad. To do.
Yeah, I know.
It feels bad.
It's okay.
I'm really sorry.
I understand it was a joke. That's why I left. But I'm trying to think of ways to dig at you, and I'm just like, I love PJ.
Oh, thank you, Guy. That's really nice.
I hate the fucking listener, though.
Yeah, you suck, listener.
Suck.
You're listening to the WikiPod. It's the podcast where we go through the entirety of the Wikipedia.org website, one random article at a time.
Yep.
Read every single word of the article and provide additional commentary and analysis in an infotaining fashion.
Yeah.
How you doing? You stretching over there?
I'm stretching a little bit. Like last night, I went to a noise show.
Ooh. Who played?
It might be like 2 nights ago. It was Hakeem played and
Nice.
Angley. I don't know what their groups were called, but I went to go see Sugar Trip Justin.
Yes.
They were playing, but I was late, so I missed them. But I got to see Angley and Hakeem, who are Hakeem was featured on the pod for one of our episodes.
Yep.
It was the shortest episode, but also
musical guest.
wait. You just made me think of Stuttering John.
Shout out
Nicolas Cage.
Watch it, dude. Pamela Anderson.
Pamela
Anderson. I've told you about the Dabbleverse, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've never talked to you about the Dabbleverse.
I have no idea.
For the past couple years, Stuttering John has been being tortured by this enclave of podcasts and comedians and content creators, and he's just been getting brutally made fun of.
He deserves it.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
He 100% is a piece of shit.
He sucks really bad, and he's like a degenerate alcoholic, and he's like.
I think the list, congratulations, listeners, you're better than one person.
Yeah, there's a slim chance, but there is a chance that us just mentioning the Dabbleverse means that we're going to be clipped and put onto some YouTube channel, because there's entire YouTube channels that are dedicated to chronicling the comings and goings of the Dabbleverse.
What is it? Other than it's
designed. The terminology started when Stuttering John went on to do a podcast with comedian Chrissy Mayer.
Don't know.
She
don't know her.
I think she's compound media adjacent. That's the thing. A lot of the Dabbleverse is this kind of Anthony Cumia compound media related. It's
don't know any of these things.
Deep in the weeds of right wing comedy.
Oh, okay.
Stuff.
All right. That's why I don't understand it.
Yeah,
I am straight center.
We're an apolitical podcast.
Yeah,
apolitical podcast.
We are centrists, essentially,
absolutely.
Like Joe Rogan and
Anthony
Bill Maher and.
Exactly. Anthony Cumia, hard right, fascist, weirdo. Fucking bizarre dude. One of the funniest, we've talked about him before, one of the funniest dudes to ever live, probably, but also at the same time just fucked politically. He just has the worst takes on every single political
for
issue
the most
possible.
part, yeah.
For everything.
I'm just saying that's just how you're here. Love the art, hate the artist. It's just how it
separate
goes.
The art from the art. But anyway, the Dabbleverse. So he was on this lady Chrissy Marr show, and it was kind of a contentious interview. She wanted to talk about COVID and Trump and stuff like that. And John's a Democrat, and I think she's a Republican or something, or a libertarian. Who fucking cares? Yeah. But she was talking about all this stuff, and she was like, "Don't you think Trump's going to be better for comedy?" And John says, "Oh, hold on, like, are we just gonna talk about Trump? Like, she goes, okay, we can talk about like something else. Like, why don't we talk about your stand up? You got a stand up show coming up. You kind of dabble in comedy, right? He got very offended. He's like, I've been a headliner for 20 years. I don't dabble. I don't dabble. And so of course he was like, and he was so insulted, and he kept bringing it up for the rest of the interview. Insulted that she would say that he dabbled. That that became like the catchphrase of the entire like ecosystem of people making fun of John.
Oh my God, it's great.
Yeah, the best show is probably Uncle Rico. It's hosted by Shuli Agar, formerly of the Howard Stern Show.
I remember Shuli. Yeah.
I saw a year ago, or I think it was last year. Went with a friend of the pod, Mike, bandmate of mine, Mike, and his brother to go see. It was Bob Levy, Shuli, and I think what's his face came. Jim Florentine came up and did a 10 minutes spot at that. That was sick. I didn't expect that.
I like Jim Florentine too.
Yeah, special ed.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy. Dated Robin Quivers.
Oh wow.
You remember that?
Yeah, I do actually.
Briefly dated Robin Quivers.
I love Robin.
Robin's great.
Yeah.
Howard's great. Baba Booey's great.
I love when do you remember it was a Sirius XM era one, but when who was that guy, the guy who did the that show on MTV, the Dr. Andrews, I guess it was?
No, Dr. Drew.
Dr. Drew.
Yes.
Yeah, Dr. Drew, and he came on and he wrote a book about narcissism, and then like there was a whole chapter about Robin Quivers being the most narcissist
That
person.
was a really good like
dude, it never ended. It was like a year of good jokes because of and Robin Quivers obviously just being like, fuck you. Fuck you. Like,
and dude,
rightfully so. Like, this guy wrote a chapter in his book about fucking Robin Quivers.
Well, I mean, she's like a kind of a textbook narcissist, though.
Yeah, but Howard scored lower than her, which is just insane to me.
Did he take the test?
He took the test,
I didn't remember. He took
the test. I remember it so well because it was one of my favorite, like, because also it always would come up in the best of Howard Stern, recaps, because it was like this, it was like Robin's like, how did I get? What did Howard get? And he goes, well, Howard actually scored like media, and he's like I've been in therapy since for 35 years. Like, of course
of course he's doing slightly better. Yeah, because Robin's whole thing was that she was cured and didn't need therapy anymore. But
yeah, I mean that's a narcissistic thing to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pro therapy.
But
by the way, guys.
Did Robin and Howard ever go to any of those Diddy parties?
No, I don't.
Not associated.
So. No.
How's Diddy doing?
Diddy? I mean, he's not doing anything. He got his lawyer quit, and
that's the last we heard about him.
It's really like it started out so hard and fun and like not fun. It was bad. I mean, he's a reprehensible human being. Like, he's terrible. Yeah. We know this. He's a billionaire. I'm pretty sure he's a billionaire.
Is he still?
He's got to be. He transferred all of his he transferred all of his debt into like a different like thing so he can maintain all of his money so it couldn't be seized by the government.
Yeah.
So he's still anyway, he was a billionaire. Yeah. He fell out of favor with the billionaires, and that's why that's literally what happened. Like, the billionaires like, we don't like you anymore because you slap somebody or you this, that, and the other thing. And now we have
too much baby oil at your place.
It's
weird.
300 tons.
It's a weird amount.
And like
4,000 tons.
Yeah, and a whole bunch of dildos, like hundreds of them.
That's fine.
Imagine the racist white cop who had to
handle all
those dildos.
That's great.
Tag them, put them in an evidence locker.
What if it was a racist Puerto Rican cop? You know those exist. Puerto Rican Nazis. It's a thing.
Man, I fucking hate this shit. Like, I don't like all this. It's just too complicated. I don't want to think about this.
You don't have
joy.
You don't have.
I'm trying to fuck to like beat the system.
You're trying to fuck the man.
Yeah, fuck the man.
Just have sex with men. Well, I'm not sure if this is a subject you want to talk about, but I feel like if we get really real, like, that's good, like, engagement, that's good content. How's you've been doing speed dating lately, right?
Oh,
Speaking
yeah,
of having sex with men.
Yeah.
So what is speed dating like? Do you have? Is it like here's what I imagine. It's like one of those clocks that are at like chess chess games.
Has nothing
where
to do with that.
You hit a button.
All right.
Do you have like a little notebook? Do you keep notes?
Yeah, they give you a notebook, but now they switch it. Like, it's mostly on your phone.
Do you have a name tag?
Yeah, you put your name tag in there, and everybody always like, is that your real name? Because my name is Guy.
Yeah.
And nobody really knows like that.
You should lie and say, yeah, my last name is Guy. Wink at them, and be like, Guy Incognito.
No.
Yes.
No. Anyway,
It'd be great.
Like,
also
so,
wear a fake mustache.
Yeah. There's like 15 people sitting at tables, and then
where does this happen at? Like a restaurant?
It mostly happened. Like it would happen at Wild Air on Thursday.
Oh, neat. Shout out Wild Air Brewery. They have delicious beer.
Also, like that's also a place I went to see the show, the Noise Show.
That's right.
I was there a lot this week.
Nice. Nice.
And they have them in other
places. And you don't
places.
drink, though.
No.
But what do they serve Spindrift there, right?
Yeah, they serve Spindrift and Jarritos. So it's,
Jarritos.
It's an excellent place. The fact they have Spindrift is like that's clutch. Spindrift,
special to you.
Yeah, it's very good. But so like all the ladies sit down at a designated spot with a number, and then you start at one of the tables, and then they ring a bell. You talk to them for 5 minutes. They ring the bell. You switch to another table. It goes in a circle, round robin, until you get done with all of them. It takes about an hour because only 5 minutes. I like dating apps are a nightmare to me. And
absolutely,
they dehumanize your interaction.
Yeah, it makes
with
you feel like you're going through a meat market.
Exactly.
It's disgusting.
Couldn't even. That is literally what I think about when I'm on those dating apps. Like, is I feel like a piece of meat, and because
it's like meat shopping for meat.
Right. It's
you ever been to one of them butchers where they have in the display thing the pig's head, but they put sunglasses on the pig?
Not the sunglasses, but I've seen a pig's head in a butcher shop. Yeah,
I've seen a couple of them where they put the sunglasses on the pig's head.
Yeah, I mean, I put a lemon in a fish mouth when I display fish because I'm pretty much a butcher of fish.
What's the funniest interaction you've had off the top of your head at one of these speed dating things?
So like, okay,
have you crapped yourself yet?
No. At the most recent one, I was talking to this lady about books that like because I read a bit.
You're well read.
I'm
I
pretty
consider
well read.
you well read.
I enjoy reading and
sure.
She was telling me about books that I didn't even know existed, and then she got very defensive about it, which was really interesting. Because she was talking about their call. Because I said like, oh, my favorite books are, we already know. Like I love Richard Adams and Jane Austen and
J.K. Rowling,
J.K. Rowling, Gillian Flynn, and
Richard Dawkins,
and J.R. Tolkien. And when she heard Tolkien, and I was like, fantasy.
She was like, ooh, Tolkien.
Oh. She's like, oh, I love fantasy. I love a thing called romancy or
Oh, so
romantasy.
That's like when a milkmaid gets fucked by a centaur, right?
Yes, it's
But
I was like, oh, really? What is that like romance fantasy? Like yeah. And then she's like, yeah, I know. And people think it's weird that I like. And I was like, first off, I was like, this makes you the most interesting person I've met here.
Yeah.
Instantaneously was like, you're pretty cool. We did not match, unfortunately.
Bummer.
That's okay. I mean,
have you been able to like maintain any platonic friendships from meeting any of these?
No.
It seems like it kind of designed. Is it like? Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like it's designed so that doesn't happen.
No, it's not. It's possible, but it's
just hasn't happened.
It hasn't happened, but it's also a. I am in a mindset of like not that I mean, I like making friends. I don't want any more friends. Like, not that
you got me. That's enough.
It's just like I have a hard time keeping up and talking to the people I know already, and
it's like the song "Shake Some Action" by the Flamin' Groovies.
I guess I don't know what that means or anything.
It's a great song. You would love it.
I just don't want to waste my time. Not that it would be a waste of time because these people, most of the people that I met,
you're trying to find I understand where your head's at.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to I'm trying to like because like there's a like this stupid manosphere like the most toxic masculine
which is what
trait.
This podcast is.
Yeah. But the most toxic masculine like trait of modern era now is the concept of platonic relationships being
not fulfilling,
not fulfilling, but or also not possible, like a fallacy, whereas in like every guy is actually just looking to fuck their female friends.
Yeah, or it's kind of the implication is that if you're a guy and you have a platonic friend that's a girl, that somehow is like makes you less of a man.
Yeah, and that's that,
which is also very fun when a lot of these like red pilled manosphere dudes are like, oh, there's only two genders and there's no gradation, there's no spectrum of gender, there's no non-binary people, and it's just like, okay, well, who's more of a man, me or you? Oh, me. And it's like, okay, so you're saying there's a gradation to masculinity, there's a gradation, there's a gradation to gender. So I'm less of a man than you. I'll cop to that.
Dude, they're
but like, yeah, there's some people who are less of a man than me.
Dude, like,
and they're more
like every manosphere literal idea is sitting on like a single thread of reality that if you just pull it a little bit, it falls apart.
Of course it does. It's bullshit. It's nonsense. It's a house of cards.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a unsustainable hierarchy.
Yeah,
like it's the patriarchy.
Yeah,
like it's a buzzword and it makes it sound like I'm some fucking like lily livered pussy boy. But
I get it. I get the man. Like I defend masculinity on this podcast in like a weird way that sometimes PJ calls me Jordan Peterson, which I'm not. But I
understand what the reality of the situation. You're defending masculinity because you want hot dudes to have sex with. You don't want a bunch of like weird NBs running around where you're just like, oh, cool, this chick's got a mustache. This is hot.
No, I'm just
you want like a big burly guy with big rippling muscles. Cum gutter abs.
Anyway, cum gutter abs. Yeah. Yep. No, but I'm just saying.
I'm kidding, by the way. You're not gay, right, guy?
No. But I'm just saying that while these like there is a world of masculinity that isn't toxic, and it should be.
Of course,
yeah. And it's fine and it's good, and it's just that it is so overshadowed by all the toxic.
I would say it's better. I would say it's better.
What?
Being masculine.
I mean, I enjoy it.
Better than being
but
feminine.
I mean, I was assigned this at birth, and I've filled into it the way I want to be.
You fall into the role, and that's
fine.
And
I enjoy it, and I feel like I'm a good advocate for.
I would say
for a male for masculinity that isn't like these toxic, horrible people who are fighting and angry, and it's like all about this top dog energy and like. All this crazy bullshit.
It's also a scientific fallacy. The whole idea of the alpha male within wolf packs. The guy that wrote the study on that did the study, came back and like what's the word? Not contradicted. He rescinded what he said. He was like that study's bullshit. That's not real. I was anthropomorphizing this this wild animal community. The idea of an alpha.
Did it. Adam Smith did it too, and the guy from A Beautiful Mind, completely upended his theory of I can't remember what it is, but it was like an opportunity cost thing. Like it was a fallacy.
It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
It's not that.
It's not real. It's not based in any sort of and the worst part about it is they kind of like try to like make everything seem like it's being like dictated by some sort of natural law.
Yeah,
and it's just bullshit.
It's
arbitrary.
The red pill world is very. Honestly, it is more.
It's sick. I'm happy that we're a part of it.
I consider it a cry for help, because what these people are doing are amplifying like serious like issues in the masculine men community.
What they needed was a healthy relationship.
They need a healthy relationship, not just with women, with
anybody.
Really. Like there is they call it the loneliness epidemic now, and it does exist, and it is basically what. It all comes down to class consciousness, because the billionaires are literally dividing us from everybody, and because women have a little more of this ability to be more emotionally connected with their peers and people, and men have a harder time with that because because of the patriarchy has literally raised them to not feel, to not be people.
I would actually argue that if you actually spoke to any woman about this, they would disagree with you and say that it is more alienating to be a woman, because they have to hold themselves to higher standards than men do in every aspect of social interaction. If they're self-assertive, then they're a bitch, and if they're like quiet, then they're kind of seen as like mousy and rude and a bitch. Like no matter what, society's going to classify you as
society,
a bitch.
but it's
if you put too much stock into your appearance, then you're a bimbo. If you don't, then you're a fucking disgusting pig.
Yeah, I get all.
There's no winning.
I get that. I'm saying like. I cannot speak from a female's perspective. And I shouldn't have said that before.
No, it's all good. I'm not trying to correct you. You said what you said, and it's like it's perfectly valid because I understand what you're trying to say. I'm just clarifying. So what I'm saying is the thing that people at the loneliness epidemic, if you want to call it that, it's based off of this fallacy that like men are not being given. The premise is that men are owed a sexual I'm not saying this is what you're saying. I'm saying there's this fallacy, this underlying unstated tenet that men are owed sexual gratification from women, and obviously that's bullshit.
That is,
but the thing that's actually happening is we're being alienated from our worth in terms of our labor value. Yeah. That's what we're being isolated from.
Yeah. And we're also being isolated from human connection, so we can look at people as adversarial instead of communal. Like it is they literally are doing everything they can to separate us from uniting,
divide and conquer.
Exactly.
Divide and conquer.
The loneliness epidemic,
don't tread on me.
The loneliness epidemic that is being talked about, like the real one with men, it's not about that. Is what the red pill has turned it into. The manosphere has turned it into this anti-woman. Women owe us stuff. Women are slaves. They belong to us. It's a property. It is a literal 18th century fucking idea to
chauvinism.
It's chauvinism flat out. But there is real problems, and I guess it goes on all people because we are using social media and the internet and technology to separate ourselves. You're not getting like people are being told and they're being fed commercially the idea that they can have a reasonable facsimile of life.
SPD, brother.
Yeah. Anyway,
silent but deadly.
Gross.
Listener, I farted and it stinks.
A reasonable facsimile of life on their screens. Through their things, and it's just not true, and that is what is causing all these problems. We have to organize. We have to unite. We have to kill billionaires.
Kill them. Okay? They need to die.
They absolutely. Yeah. It all comes down to
this is an apolitical podcast.
It's 100%. It's a class problem. It can all be fixed with class consciousness, and while I am I like being a man. I like masculinity and that everything. I want every man to feel good about themselves, and I want them to come to the right side and be good. And I understand why they're upset, and I'm sorry, but there's better ways than anything that those fucking weirdos in the red sphere, the red pill world are telling you.
Which we are a part.
We are part of. We're the part that's telling you to just stop.
Yeah, because we're apolitical. And we're centrist.
And we're centrist. 100%. Like Joe Rogan.
Clear-minded, focused on the task at hand.
That was a good Diddy watch.
It was a great Diddy watch.
That was one of our better Diddy watches.
You know what would be a better watch? Titty watch.
Titty watch.
Looking at boobs.
Dude.
Listener, how good are boobs?
Dude, love boobs.
Love boobs.
I love boobs.
We're fans of boobs over here because we're a red pill-based manosphere podcast.
Yeah.
Boobs.
Yeah. Speed dating. Then that's what speed dating is. It's what's it called. I'm not opposed to having friends.
Taking a gander at some yams.
I'm not opposed to being friends with any of the women that I meet up in these dating things. I'm just saying it is not what I'm going there for. If it happens, I'm not opposed to it. It's just
sure.
I was just like trying to clarify.
Nice.
And I believe,
but it seems like it's you've done
my
it a number
best
of
friend.
times. So you're
my best friend is my youngest sister, and I know that as my sister, but she's still a woman.
Oh, you should date her. She's a girl.
No. And
she's a girl.
All my sisters are the absolute best people in the world, and I am lucky.
Hell yeah. Retweet.
Yeah.
Jokes aside,
and Lindsay, like I don't know if I don't have that many female friends, to be perfect. I know a bunch, actually. I do have a bunch.
You
but
have
I just
a lot
don't
of
think
female friends. Yeah,
sure. I just don't think about it as.
You have a very broad social circle.
Yeah, I know. Liz in Rhode Island. Liz was here that one week when we had the show.
She was on the pod.
Oh yeah, I went to high school with her.
Hell yeah.
And
girls
Liz,
rock.
If you're listening to this, Liz, you need to go and look and find. She made a parody poem of The Raven, but called it the seagull. And this is in high school. We were in English class together, and it blew my mind how she is like probably. She's super talented, like super smart lady, wonderful, like super good sense of humor. I can't even tell you, she's like one of my favorite people in the world, and but she made a super funny too, like one of the funniest people. But that poem was so funny. Liz, you need to find it. I want to read a copy of it on our podcast.
We will read it on the pod.
I want to put it on Wikipedia because it's so good.
Nice, absolutely. Well, speaking of which, what's your category, guy?
Oh, my category? Female authors.
Nice. You know what? I'm going to broaden that a little bit because my category is going to be a very specific type of literature, poetry.
Cool.
So you're doing.
We can both nail it.
We can both nail it. If we land on a female poet,
Yep.
then we're good.
Yeah.
All right. So I believe it's your turn to pick.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up this thing in a bobber now.
Hell yeah, thing in a bobber. Oh,
I was talking to Andy today, and
how's
friend of
Andy
the pod.
doing?
He was good. He's like, I never knew there was a random thing. He was hitting it, and it was on the phone with him. He's just like, oh my god, this is crazy. And he just kept on hitting random on Wikipedia, like. He was loving it.
You know what's funny? I've talked to a number of listeners who think that this is scripted and we pre-decide what the article's going to be.
No, I fucking hate every time we get a British article.
Yeah.
I am literally seething with anger.
Yeah, it's no joke, folks.
It sucks. We haven't had
I really thought that was like kind of one of the biggest draws of this is that it is just like there is no preparation that goes into this. We just show up. We show up and we just go. We hit record and go.
We literally got two British music pod articles, like music articles.
Why would we plan on that?
We got two of them, and neither of them. They didn't have the fucking Clash in them. They didn't have the Rolling Stones. It was like the worst fucking. Like it was
like if this was actually like pre-planned,
we would do things we like.
We do things we like, things we know about, things we can talk about. It's not. We were talking about what was it? The fucking. What was the last episode? Yeah, outplacement.
Outplacement. Yeah.
Fucking like some
garbage.
Like corporate HR bullshit.
Nothing got me more. I was so angry. It made
a shitty episode.
It was a shitty
article. A shitty episode.
The listener is going to love it though.
Oh, they'll love anything. You put a plate of dog shit in front of them.
They love dog shit. They love dog shit, but they liked it better in the '90s when it had bone meal in it.
Sure, certainly. So what article did you get? Did you pick one?
Oh God.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Wasilla Elementary School.
Wasilla,
where what's her name? Oh, what's her name? Vice President candidate with
Oh, Sarah Palin.
Sarah Palin.
We got Sarah Palin.
Wasilla. This is her elementary school. Yeah.
Oh my God, how do you spell that?
Wasilla. Wasilla elementary school. Do you need me to send it to you?
Wasilla.
Yeah.
Elementary school.
Yep. The Wasilla Elementary
United
School.
States historic place.
I guess so. That's it. Yeah.
Nice. Got it.
So we got the Wasilla Elementary School, located near the corner of East Swanson Avenue and North Boundary Street in Wasilla, Alaska, is a historic one-room school that was built in 1917.
So I doubt that Sarah Palin went there.
Yeah, but she's from Wasilla. She was the mayor of Wasilla. She used to She used to look out over the hill and see Russia every day.
Yeah,
that was her qualifications for being the fucking vice president.
I'm gonna get this one out of the way. Do you know my favorite Sarah Palin joke from back in the day?
I remember that Sean made a whole bunch of shirts that said "I'm down for drilling."
I'm down for drilling.
Yeah, because that's what she said.
She said, "Drill, baby, drill."
I don't know. I just remember the shirt with her in a bikini.
It's
like
funny.
American flag bikini.
I'm down for drilling because you want to have sex with her. Okay. That's a little bit related, but it's not my favorite Sarah Palin joke. My favorite Sarah Palin joke is...
her life is a joke.
What's the difference between Sarah Palin's mouth and Sarah Palin's vagina?
Don't know.
Only some of the things that come out of her vagina are R-worded.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's pretty bad. It's a good one,
though. Oh, that's terrible.
That one's for you, listener.
What about
this one's going to get us in trouble, I think.
Yeah. It's all right.
But it's fine. I'm not a fan of the
shit.
R word, but in in the context of making fun of Sarah Palin,
we're talking about Wasilla.
We're also making fun of her child who has developmental disabilities.
Does she have a child with developmental?
Yeah, that's why the joke's funny.
What about the one child that had the illegitimate kid? And they were like, that poor kid, the baby daddy.
Oh yeah, that was a whole
dude. The baby daddy never looked happy. Like they would show pictures of him.
Of course he did.
And he's like, because he had to be part of the family because she's running for vice president.
Yeah,
and he's just like this, like stone face. Listener, I just looked horrified. Like,
yeah, all the time.
All the time.
It was.
Like, I am part of this fucking family. He wanted an abortion so hardcore.
Totally.
Yeah.
Abortions rock. We're pro-abortion. Well, actually, they don't rock. They're very. It's a heavy thing.
We're not pro-abortion.
Yeah, we're not one of
pro-choice.
these hack comedians that like goes out and is just like, I love abortions.
No.
It's not a fun experience to go through. It's a very heavy decision to make, but it's a decision that should be available.
Yes, we are 100% pro-choice, but
anti-abortion.
But actually,
we're the WikiPod. We're an apolitical podcast.
Yes, and
we're anti-using the R word, except when I want to make a joke that uses the R word.
I think you can be pro-choice and personally be pro-life in your own life.
Totally.
That's totally fine.
Totally.
That's why pro-choice exists.
Absolutely.
If you're pro-life, that means that you are literally a friggin' what is it called? You're pretty much just like trying to rule over somebody else's autonomy. It's like fucking.
And that shit's fucking gay.
Yeah,
So the Wasilla Elementary School, located near the we already read all this.
Yeah, we're at the.
It was Wasilla's first school and served as its primary school until 1934, when a larger school was built. It is 22 by 36 feet. That's 6.7 meters by 11 meters in dimension. That's tiny, dude.
Yeah.
Does that match the dimensions of this undisclosed location in Toms River, New Jersey that we're in right now?
Yeah, probably.
Nice.
We're just guessing.
It was moved to its present location in a historic park shortly before its NRHP nomination in 1979. It had been located about 3 blocks away. After 1934, it was used again as a school overflow classroom, and it also served as a community hall for weddings, funerals, and other events. It served as a Church of Christ for a number of years. What's the Church of Christ?
Probably some stupid church thing.
Yeah, church sucks. I hate church.
Yeah.
How do you feel about church, guys?
I don't go.
Did you enjoy it when you did go?
No.
Never?
Not
I always
really.
hated it.
It's not fun to do stuff. I mean, I want to sleep on Sundays.
Same. I did. I slept in this morning.
I didn't get to, but it's
It was
okay.
being recorded on a Sunday, by the way, listeners.
Yeah.
Little breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah. I also don't like the U.S. National Registry of Historic Places. They always pick like stupid things.
Yeah, we're looking at the building and it looks kind of fucking
kind of lame.
whack.
It's stupid.
It's whack.
It's an Elastic Heritage Resource Survey. It's in Alaska. It's on the southern part of Alaska.
It's painted white. It appears to be a little clock tower off to the side.
That's a bell tower.
It's a bell
tower.
You know,
you ring it to like lunchtime, kids.
It's not tall though. It's shorter than the building itself, which is
it's because but it serves its purpose. It's
handicap
for
accessible.
Kids.
There's a ramp that leads up to the front door.
Yeah, it's a stupid place.
Which is
all right,
nice.
Location.
You got some purple. What kind of flowers are those? Purple flowers.
Mums, I guess. I don't know.
Mums.
Violets.
Mum's the word, right?
Yeah. Location. Corner of East Swanson Ave, North Boundary Street, Wasilla, Alaska. Coordinates 61 degrees, 34 inches, or 34 feet, 58 inches north. 149.
Have we decided that's what that means?
It's not. It's totally wrong. And
whatever.
I don't even care.
Who gives a shit?
Because it's stupid. 149 degrees, 26 feet, 24 inches west. Area less than 1 acre. Built in 1917. We got the NRHP reference number 8000758. AHRS number ANC-110.
Nice.
So dumb.
This sucks.
Significant dates are it's added to the NRHP in February 5th, 1980. Well, at least it's American. Like the American way of reading dates, it makes sense.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah,
it's the only way that makes sense.
Designated AHRS June 20th, 1979. I'm just killing this right now. The school was listed on the National Registry of Historical Places in 1980. We got to see also National Register of Historic Places listings in Matanuska, Sistina, right? Yeah, Burrow. That's Burrow.
Borough, whatever.
Yeah, Burrow.
Let's call
Alaska.
the whole thing off.
Yeah,
references. Right, so then we got references. This is a short ass.
Yeah, this is a fucking stub.
Stubs. We love stubs here.
I'm happy about this.
Oh no! I accidentally clicked the reference. No, never mind. All right, I'm back. We're back.
We're back.
All right. So first reference, we got National Register Information System, National Register of Historic Places, National Park Service, July 9th, 2010.
Dorothy G. Page, August 7th, 1979, National Register of Historical Places Inventory / Nomination, Wasilla Elementary School, AHRS, site number ANC-110, National Park Service, and accompanying 4 photos from 1979. We don't see those 4 photos. What the fuck? Bullshit.
Maybe it used to have them and it got taken out.
Yeah, this thing's stupid. Anyway, Wikipedia Commons as a media related to Wasilla Elementary School.
That's fantastic. Whatever. The article about a property in Alaska on the National Register of Historic Places is a
stub.
You can help Wikipedia by expanding it.
We are not. That's bullshit.
And neither are you, listener, you dipshit. Yep.
Oh, wow. This Alaskan school-related article is a stub.
Again.
Yeah, you can help by Wikipedia by expanding it. No, thank you.
And third time's a charm. This article about a location in the Matanuska-Sustina Borough, Alaska, is a stub. You can help Wikipedia by expanding it.
Why do we got 3 of those?
Don't
expand it.
Why don't you ask whoever last edited it 2 years ago?
Oh, this guy. Let's see. Hold on. Sir Amanito Di Nicolaco.
There we go. And then related articles, we got the Wasilla Depot.
Wasilla Community Hall, United States Historic Place. There's too many historic places.
Very cool. And we got Teelan's Country Store. Sorry,
so
Teelan's Country
cool.
Store. United States Historical Place.
Well, if it's still open.
What gets sold at a country store?
Everything in Alaska, like pretty much, it's like a Walmart, but owned by like a small little proprietor because there's nothing there.
So could I get like nails?
Yeah. You can get nails, and
hammers?
You can get fake fingernails.
Nice. The glue-on.
The glue-ons. Yeah. They should have everything there.
Shout out those. So what did we learn this episode, Guy?
We learned that we talked about a lot in this episode, and most of it was not about Wasilla Elementary School.
No, it's okay. Listener, check out the Dabbleverse. I guess we're in the Dabbleverse now because I brought it up.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we also don't like Stuttering John as a person.
No, he's a terrible person.
We think he's funny.
He's funny because of the situations he would find himself in where other people are able to make fun of him. Him on his own he's just tragic and upsetting and not a good person. He's just a bad dude.
Bad dude.
Bad dude.
That was 36 minutes on something that was profoundly uninteresting. Oops.
Oh, you farted.
That was a pretty good one, too.
Did it get picked up on mic?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Listener.
I'll amplify it, though. I'll try and amplify it.
Yeah. Like, share, rate, review. Write in the reviews whether or not you heard Guy's fart just there. If you did, give us 5 stars. If you didn't, give us 5 stars. It goes a long way. Share this with your friends. Share it around. It's great.
Yeah, fuck you.
We'll occasionally use slurs. We're not thrilled with it, but it happens. What are you going to do? Guy, what are you going to do?
I mean,
I had to tell the Sarah Palin joke. I don't feel good about it, but I did it.
I mean,
it's out there now. Could you
go
go back and bleep it, or do you want to? Does it matter?
I don't think it matters anymore.
Whoa, bro! What the fuck?
Oh yeah, something died, right?
Oh, it's a sticker.
Well, you said silent, but
I did silent but deadly, but it clearly didn't. Or if it did reach you, it didn't bug you. That was a stinky.
No. That was I know. I said it was terrible spelling. I apologize.
Nice. Excellent. No, it's gone already. It's already dissipated.
Yeah.
Speaking of dissipating, we're gonna do that. I'm PJ.
Guy.
Wikipod. Bye.
Bye.